y'all, man? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to go over how to make smooth, bouncy R&B beats for Brent Faiyaz. And before we get into this video, I'm going to thank y'all for all the support lately. It means a lot. And if you guys want to go tapping with me, go check out my Instagram at prodbyeville. And yeah, let's get right into this video. Alright, so this beat was made at 76 BPM. I want to go for a little slower vibe. The first thing I started with was some piano chords. And it is in the Labs plugin. This is like low-key my go-to piano, and it's completely free. And all I have on for the effects is an EQ, cutting out the lows, a chorus. I think it's on the fat clean preset. I'm not sure though. And just a vintage verb. And these are what the initial chords sound like. All this is a C minor chord with some notes stacked on top, and then I just repeated it for the other bar. And for the last two bars, I just pitched it down to a G minor chord, and just like the other chords, I stacked some notes on top. And then after that, I rendered out the piano and put it to mixer track 4 and added a sound shifter to pitch it up 6, a Volf compressor with these settings, RC20 on the vinyl 3 preset, a soothe to kind of tamper down some frequencies I didn't like, and then another EQ cutting out the lows. And then what I did was just stretch out these chords halfway. So I just took it, stretched it out, and this is what it sounds like now. And it just gives it a little bit more vintage feel, and it slows it down a lot. And then I knew I needed to stack some layers on top of this. All I did was take a one shot from Lil Wise kit. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry, bro. I say this in every single video. And all I did was turn the crossfade up all the way, so then I can play a note forever. It'll always continue to play as long as I hold down the key. And this is what the chords sound like. So yeah, all I did was copy and paste those chords, and then I added a ton of effects on it. First I started with this RC20 on the vinyl 3 preset. Then I added this Filter Freak on the dirty resonant downsweep. Subtle flange preset on Filter Freak again. Effect rack on the liquid vibe preset. Shaper box 3 on just to add a little sidechain. EQ to cut out lows. Soothe to tamper some frequencies. Another EQ cutting out some of these high mid frequencies and some lows again. And then another EQ cutting out more lows. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, that makes it sound a little bit more phased and tucks it into the background a little bit more. And then all I added in after that was a simple respace, just following the root notes. This is what it sounds like. And then for the effects, it's just a decapitator, give it a little bit more drive, and some EQ. That's pretty much it for all the MIDI on here. Then what I added was some textures. So first was this perk from the Y kit. And then for these accents, a lot of them don't have effects on them. Some of them have just some simple EQ, vintage verb, delay, and some pan man. And these are what all the textures sound like together. And then the last thing I added was these vocals. I recorded these in myself. And for the effects, it's just some auto tune. And then I added EQ, Ultra Boy, pitched it up 12 and down 6.6 formant, a flangus, compressor, RC20 on the vinyl 3 preset, reverb, EQ, chorus, and then another EQ. And these are what the vocals sound like with all the effects on. Doesn't sound too great, but it works well with the melody. And this is what the final sample sounds like before the drums. Alright, next up is the drums, and all these drum sounds I'm pretty sure were from Cryptics and Steven Schaefer's new kit. Super fire, definitely go check that out for sure. First I started with a clap and a rim layered together, just a basic clap and rim. And then to add some more movement, I added 2 hi-hats layered together, and this is what it sounds like. The big thing with this is just messing with the velocities on both layers. As you can see, I did it on both layers here. Then to add even more movement, I added some open hats. And then to fill in some pockets, I added some toms and some perks and another open hat on the one. And then the last thing I did was add a kick, and it pretty much brought it all together. And this is what the whole drum pattern sounds like together. As you can see, it's very repetitive, the whole pattern, but honestly, for these types of beats, I feel like it works very well. And also, I feel like it adds a bunch of room for the artist as well. For the intro, I just added like a Pharrell, like 4-step. And this is what the whole beat sounds like. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Just a little quick one today, nothing too crazy. Gonna be back with it next week with a sample breakdown. If y'all want to see anything specific, go comment it below or DM me on Instagram. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.